protein a substance that helps us build up muscle or transport waste or nutrients in our body? We can live without protein. And despite we can intake proteins from meat or egg, our body actually makes protein every single second. This process called protein synthesis. There is a control center in every body cells called nucleus, and it controls all the cellular activity within that cell. And there is DNA in nucleus, which has a double helix structures. This is our genetic material, and which is the recipe of different kinds of protein. DNA are made of 4 nucleobases, which is the ATGC. Different combination of these 4 nucleobases represent different amino acids, which is the raw material of protein. At the beginning of protein synthesis, an enzyme called RNA polymerase will open up the double helix structure, which is the orange ball in the pictures. After it opens up the double helix structure, it will make a copy of the genetic material in DNA, and this copy called mRNA, which is the strand at the top. Actually, in our mRNA, not all the genetic codes are useful for protein synthesis. The useful parts called exon, the useless parts are called introns. The introns will be automatically cut out and leave the exon. Also, head and tail will be inserted in the modified mRNA to get ready for the next step. Head is the genetic code of start. Tail is the genetic code of stop, which is the signal to tell when to start or stop making amino acid in the next step. After modifying the mRNA is the time to transport the mRNA out of the nucleus. At this point, many ribosomes, which are the factory of the whole protein synthesis, will bind to the strand of mRNA. There are many tRNA, which is another enzyme in the ribosome to help recognize the mRNA, and a amino acid will bind to another end of the tRNA. And this is called translation. It is so complicated to understand translation. Here is a metaphor of tRNA. tRNA acts as a worker in the factory. They can read the genetic code in mRNA and find the mRNA and put them together. After the translation, the tRNA will leave the strands and ready to translate another genetic code. And the amino acid will bind together. And after all the amino acids are mated and binded together, the long strand of amino acids actually are protein. And after protein is mated, they may be transported out of the cell for signaling, and protein can be enzyme help you digest. It can also be hormone to control metabolism in your body, so protein is very important.